Welcome back, YouTube folks, for another episode of an update of the Salsa Warbird. I don't have too much to add to the updates. Life's been kind of hectic, and I'm gonna show you why. It's because I moved houses. I'm in the military. I just moved across the street, but still, as you can see, my garage is now in disarray. Well, there she is, squeezed in between the mountain bikes. Hasn't seen much action lately, but that's my tool wall right there. I got to put everything back up, light back up, RC stuff's all hot wreck. And so basically all my tools and bike stuff are in said tub. So got to get everything put all back together, and then I'm going to do the first thing that needs to be done, and that is going tubeless on the Warbird. As you can see, went and bought some stems. Now I do have silver other stems. They're different colors. Mainly a set of green ones doesn't really go well with the blue. So I bought some 35 millimeter stands. They're kind of smaller than the typical, I think, what, 60 or 45 millimeter stems, whatever they are. So yeah, went with the shorter. I'll let you know if it works out. And I'll also tell you which method I decided to go with as far as using actual rim tape that you buy from the store or Gorilla Tape. I have had success with Gorilla Tape on my mountain bikes, using that as a seal around the frames, and it worked out well. The filler, not filler, was it the fluid? The I will be using is Muc Off. It's been working out well for me. Sealant, that's what it is. Sealant. Sorry. Whew. It's been working out well on my mountain bike, so I'm gonna continue going with sealant. I did tell you guys I'm gonna go cush core, and I still am. But from experience with mountain bikes, if the tires are worn in a little more supple, it's a lot easier to put those cush cores in and get them all back aligned. So I'm gonna go tubeless first, and then next I will go with the cush core. And after that, I will see where I stand and what I'm going to do next. I have some crazy thoughts in my head, and I'll bring that up in the next video, next couple weeks. I am going to go out riding probably tomorrow. I'm probably do about 30 miles on the tobacco trail. It's cold. I don't like cold. Granted, it ain't freezing like most other states, but for me, North Carolina right now, it's cold. The temperature drops with below my age. I tend not to ride. But all right, so on to fixing the garage and sealing the tires, front and rear, and see you in a second. All right, folks, getting to it. First step, remove the wheel, obviously, right? So real quick, I'm not going to do a how-to video, but these are the stock rims that come with the Salsa Apex 1 Warbird. Kind of heavy, but hey, it is what it is, right? But what is cool is they indeed are tubeless ready. Look at that beautiful rim tape already sealed. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to reapply any. I'm going to slap in the stem and slap in some fluid, get the bead on there, and see how it works. See you in a sec. All right, and we're back. Tubeless conversion is complete. Here they are. Nothing spectacular really to see. So a couple suggestions. As I showed you a little while back, a little earlier, I bought some stands, no tubes. I do not recommend those, simply because when you buy a different brand, more specifically like the Muc Off brand, you get different types of little rubber, if you can see that, rubber grommets that'll fit the rim much better, and hence cause a seal or create a seal. I tried to put these in there and I could not get this to seal. The stem specifically. I mean, I cranked down on it and it was just oozing air out. So I wouldn't go with stands, no tubes. I recommend Muc Off. What I actually ended up doing was putting my Industry 9 valves on there. I don't know who makes them. I guess Industry 9 maybe. But I have experience with the Muc Off, so I put them on my wife's bike. No problems. They come with different little rubber grommets to fit whatever rim size you have. I do recommend Muc Off. Good stuff, and it smells good. So, good stuff. Picked that up on Amazon. Again, this was not supposed to be a tutorial on how to do tubeless conversion. Something that I wanted to do, and I did it. Now it's done. I'm gonna work these tires in some more before I put the cush cores in. And maybe I'll do a video on that because you don't see too many videos on cush cores being installed on a gravel type of bike. One thing if anyone decides to do this, so how I did it is I showed you the red rim tape that was already installed from the factory, meaning it was tubeless ready. I saw it coming up in spots, and so obviously that wasn't going to work out. So Gorilla Glue, 1 inch, taped it all around, sealed it up real nice and good. Works for mountain bikes, works for gravel bikes now too as well. The other thing to note, if you guys do it, all right, so like I said, these are the factory wheel sets. All right, so as you guys sure know, the frames are the same. You pay for the parts and pieces that come on the bike. So one thing about these wheels, all right, if you look the way they're constructed, there's a gap right there, right, basically to where the rims put together. And that area right there, when you first go tubeless, it's going to seep air out. No matter how much tape you put in there, it's going to seep some air out. But that's why you buy a good sealant. It seals all that. It'll work out just fine. So don't get freaked out if all the air is leaking. You feel like you can't get it set. That's what the sealant's for. But going from a cheap set of rims, if you look at some expensive rims, hopefully you can see it. All right, these are Industry 9 305s. All right, that seam does not exist anywhere on this wheel set. All right, high quality. These will set you back about 1,500 bucks. So eventually I'll switch to Industry 9 as well on this. But for the inner room, I got it sealed up nicely, tubeless. Now it's time to go ride it. Like I said, haven't rode. It does take a couple days for a sealant to actually sit or for the wheels to get perfectly 100% sealed. So don't fret if you fill your tires up and it seems like a total end, then you come out the next day and some air is out. That's normal. Keep adding more air. It'll work itself out. All right, to the next update, which will be probably after Christmas. So Merry Christmas. I'll try doing before the new year. I'll try to get some rides in. Maybe I'll take some pictures out in nature with it. All right, till then, see you.